All right, mic check. Everybody got me? Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Doing a little thing on the fly right now. Just wanted to see what everyone is up to. Yeah, there we go. What's everyone doing? Ears are on. I got about a little bit of time before I got to go out to yet another dinner meeting. LA dinner meeting with a awesome music editor about placing songs in films and stuff. And I just miss you guys. Just literally, I'm ready, waiting to get ready and jump in the car. So I wanted to call and say, "G'day, what's up?" And tell me what's been going on with you guys. I'll tell you what's been going on with me for the last couple of days. When was the last time I saw you guys? Was it 2 days ago? Was it 2 days ago? Let me make sure I have this right. So it's looking like... So a couple of updates. That was what I was going to do. Briefly Sunday. That's right, it was briefly Sunday. And then what's today? Today's Tuesday. Okay, that's about on point. So since the last time... Okay, cool. So... The hell, last night I did a dinner meeting with a guy that works at Disney, and also hopefully scored a couple of tickets to the Nightmare Before Christmas. They do a symphony thing where, like, they do a symphony at the opera. They do it all over the world, where Disney plays the score of a classic film, and then they have actors come out and do the dialogue, and the movie's playing at the same time, but the music happens live, and then they bring out singers to sing the parts and everything, and it's a whole thing. G'day, Hilsey. How you doing, honey? In Flames. Do I still do weed? No, I do not. I never really did. I'm going to put this back up here. Hold on a second. That's probably going to fuck up. Actually, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to keep looking down here, even though you guys are right there. So, hopefully I got tickets for the Nightmare Before Christmas one. A friend of mine I met a guy, his name was Royd. He was really cool. I met him through a very good friend of mine who works in the business. And he was like, "Yeah, man, you like that stuff? I'll get you a couple of tickets." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds fucking awesome." And he's a Twitch guy. I found my first guy in LA who works in the music business that's actually a Twitch dude, and he subscribed to the channel. He may show up. But he was like, "Yeah, man, I know about the subs and the bits, and I've done it with my kids, and it was awesome." So hold on, let me see, hold on a sec. Yeah, Seth, he's right fucking there. He's followed like 11 hours ago after this morning. He found the channel and followed. Haven't been here for forever. Well, Rex, how you doing? Mama Miller! Oh, honey. How are the kids? How's our man? How's everything going? Chris hit me up. He told me about that song. He showed me the song and told me about how that came about. That was some excellent stuff. Gypsy, thank you for the sub, honey. Good to see you, lovely. And I had a question. There's something that I wanted to discuss real quick, but after we do a quick little catch up. And at some point, it was nice to find a Twitch person. I'm going to be bouncing out. No, I think we got about half an hour. So we're going to be hanging for half an hour, just catching up and talking. And then I was the one who told you the blind joke that I got in a car crash. My vision went blind. Oh, I got my vision back, and after watching your stream, realized I made a hit. That was you. You're hilarious. I'm glad you make yourself laugh. Ban Johnny 600 whenever you get a chance. They are good. Chris was so sick yesterday after his COVID jab, but otherwise good here. Oh, sorry, Bubba. I've had the second jab. It takes a day, 1 to 2 days max. Hi, Johnny. Bye, Johnny. And so I did have a question for you guys that I wanted to discuss, because I had a conversation with Bart, and I've noticed something since I've been in LA driving around. But what did I do? We had the VIP session on Sunday. Oh, the big news is that the summer camp is still on, but it's changed slightly. If you were in Jamie's stream yesterday or today, you may have already heard. But we're going to need to be kind of self-quarantining down at the Wooks. Because of the COVID change, of the change in the COVID situation. As a result, it's not really going to work for Jamie because he had a lot of stuff that he was going to do in Nashville. So he like that he was going to make plans to do other things in Nashville that would make the trip kind of work for him. And now that he can't do that, he can't really make the trips. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be spending some time at the Wooks, and we're going to be doing drums and recordings. And he has a friend who he collaborates with. They've got a partnership going on named Chris, who I just started getting to know, that you will also get to know. But we're going to be starting next week at the Wooks, but we'll be working there for a while, and then at some point we'll be transitioning to Jamie's to do what we talked about at Jamie's place as well, but it won't be all four of us in the one place. It'll be more of a sort of 50-50 type of thing. So that's how we're going to be doing it. Doesn't really change the objective. The most important thing is definitely the objective stays the same. It is an objective-based decision-making situation. We are on a mission to re-record a handful of Sick Puppy songs and a handful of new songs, and that plan is right on track. So that's the latest. That's the big news since the last 2 days. I was working that out after Sunday. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Shim. Sounds good. Thank you. Let's see. Mama Miller, you too. So here's my question. This is my question for everyone, and I'd like to get some feedback on this. Since driving in LA, I have witnessed 2 accidents nearly occur. I'm always a very careful driver, and I witnessed 2 accidents nearly happen in front of me a few cars ahead, and in the space of a week. And I asked a couple of people, and I'm like, is it me, or are people angrier than when I left a couple years ago? And everyone's like, yeah, people are going insane. People are starting to... I am not a terrifying driver. Shut the fuck up, Mama Miller. You don't know what you're talking about. But... no, I borrowed Jimmy's car, and I'm being very safe with it, and I'm being serious. If it was my car, I might hoon around a bit, but no, Jimmy has loaned me his family's car for the time that I'm here, and I'm being very careful with it. So I'm just letting you know that when I say that I saw an accident, it wasn't because I nearly had one, it's because it happened down the road. But I'm seeing them, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, people are actually angry. And there's more going on, and more people committing road rage and getting out of the car, like, into it. And no, it's gotten here. Driving dangerous. You swimming and forgot to wear. Yeah, for the gym stream. So my eyes red. Is that what you're talking about? Mike is going. Dude, that was weird. Alright, you got me now. The fucking thing just... I'm sorry about that, guys. Well, I told you guys we would be encountering some glitches as we were figuring things out, but I don't know what caused that. Thanks for the heads up, though. Okay, so now you can hear me? Alright, getting back to what we were talking about. Because I really want to know if this is happening all over the country. Shiny, what's going on? I was just talking about how I trashed your car. Yeah, I brought the ghost with me. Art King Kelly, what's up? How you doing, man? I have to go back, my darling. Missing you loads. Missing you too, honey. Love to the kids. She's probably already gone because she said it while I was dealing with that issue. I live near Sturgis and the motorcycle rally traffic gives me anxiety, so I don't think I could drive in LA. Let's see. I've been here in LA for 15 years, always witnessed an accident frequently, but road rage has gotten worse. Okay. Let's see, what else? STL has had a lot of rolling gun battles on the highways recently. Oh yeah, it is. Omaha, Nebraska drivers have been rated the worst lately. I'm talking about the emotion, man. I'm feeling like America got locked, everywhere in the world got locked down, but then America got locked down right when I left and was kind of messed up for a year and a half. And then I come back and literally the moment that I landed, there's a new COVID explosion. And people are just like, nah, we're not doing this shit again. Fuck you. And they're just losing it. And I can understand after the pressure of a year and a half of doing this stuff. I enjoy some good road rage every now and then. You look like the sort of man who bottles up all of his emotions and then they explode at an inopportune time and just veins popping out of your forehead. You look like you can't handle confrontation on a general level, so then when a real confrontation happens, everything you've been pent up with just explodes. And you're like, oh, I enjoy some good road rage. Yeah, you probably do. Everyone else around you just goes, psycho. Sorry, we're not with him. I take everything out on the traffic. The traffic that doesn't talk back through the protection of glass that soundproofs your rage. So it's really just you. You may as well be in your bathroom staring in the mirror just screaming at yourself. It's the same experience, right? LA hasn't shut down, but there are permit issues happening that we can't get all of the sudden for music festivals. Yeah. Well, the gigs are done for the rest of the year. I was talking to someone yesterday and they're like, well, they might, I'm like, the gigs, 2 weeks, all the gigs are canceled. Bands are canceling them already. Welcome back to Cali. Fuck ton of crybabies. One of the reasons I don't own a car and drive. Arrow. Let me see. I have some pretty gnarly wrecks due to road rage and just straight up stupid moves. Stupid moves by you or other people? Can I get a Hoya? Can we ban Catarific for just 60 seconds? Stop coming in and saying that, Catarific. I'm kidding. Don't ban her. Take it off. If it's already gone through, just take it back. Vera gave you a Hoya. It's over. It's done. I read Tesla is going to have a thing soon where you can talk to other drivers while driving. It's about to get nuts. You can talk to other drivers like that are next to you. Like you can just sort of like tap and go, yeah. But wouldn't they have to be driving a Tesla? We got tickets for the 7 Dust September. Yeah, it's going to get cancelled. They're all getting cancelled. I love you, Shim, K-E-R, K-E-K-W. What's a Kekwa stand for? Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. Things that, yeah, it's moving too far. I just want to get a farm and get off the grid. Solar powered, dig a well, bunch of guns, front row seat for the end of the world with a flat screen. It's an emote. Thanks. Can you make me see it? I don't have the emote connected on the laptop. All right, so at some point we're gonna have to make time to connect everything. It's probably gonna be down at the Wooks once we get down there because we're gonna be using it on his computer. He's got OBS regular instead of OBS Streamlabs, and we're gonna log into mine, and then we're gonna have to rebuild. We'll probably use Streamlabs though. We'll figure it out. Only democratic states are locking down. We're not getting political, Bubba. Laughing very hard is K-E-K-W. Cool. So is this like other Tesla drivers are going to have the ability to talk to each other like within like a couple of blocks and be like, hey, just so you know, there's like some madman coming down Ventura North. Yeah, like truckers. But you can talk like that. That's what phones are for. Aren't phones doing the same thing? Am I missing something? I know my bus drivers the whole time. They don't talk on the CB radio. They talk on the phone. It's about to get like a Call of Duty lobby. Jesus. That's funny. Phones and ARA don't mix. Phones and cars don't mix. I know. The thing that made me realize it was getting a bit crazy was when I was talking to my wife and kids on the phone the second day that I was here, and I've got the Bluetooth connected and I'm driving, hands free, safe, doopy doo, and then I'm like, yeah, so what are the kids? Fuck you, man! And the kids hear it through the phone. And it's because some douche like cut off a couple of cars ahead of me, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's crazy. I'm lucky it's insured, Shiny. I'm kidding, not really. I'm kidding, not really. I grew up in the middle of nowhere. We had 1 acre of land. We wanted to go do whatever, like ride motorbikes. Not trying to be political. I try to steer clear of politics, but reading the list today of what is going on with the states, that's what seems to be happening. The Democratic states are doing the lockdown. The Republican states are like, no masks, no nothing. The good thing is that the virus actually is very scared of borderlines, so it would never cross. It wouldn't cross over into the Republican, Democrat. It wouldn't do that. Thanks, Jess. The hair looks good, dude. I've been working on it. I had someone merge into the highway going 35. Had to slam on the brakes and pray the guy behind me didn't slam into me the other day. Yep, that sounds about right. Crazy peepo. Borderline personality disorder finally has a benefit. How? How does that have a benefit, Johnny? Go ahead and explain yourself in a way that we can understand. Jess, you haven't been here for a while, but I guess I'm streaming at different hours, so you're able to actually catch some of them. Did you start another job? Or you can pull the brake and then never see the brake lights. What? You talking about pulling the park brake? Stop talking, Johnny. Oh, Johnny, LOL, cat, forget it. Ooh, I have borderline personality disorder. Dissociating has its benefits. Have you ever done that thing where like you actually get caught out, Shiny? You get caught out for something that you did that was messed up. And Jimmy comes over and he's like, dude, you did it again. And you're like, wasn't me. Can you do that? Can you do that legitimately? And Jimmy's like, it's a condition. I've never done it, but I've seen it done where they pull the handbrake. Lily, how you doing, honey? Where's Lily at? So, yes, does that actually work for you? Crazy Shiny? I think Jimmy's wise to it, or he just loves you so much that he's like, well, we're stuck with each other now, and she puts up with so much of my shit, so... Or he whispers, be nice. I do not like Baileys. I'm not a fan personally. No, I don't drink as much as I used to, but I'm more of a Jack Daniels guy. Jack and Ice. Doing good, getting ready to go out and do a dinner meeting. And I wasn't going to get a chance to stream. Every time that I think I'm like, okay, I'm going to do an evening stream, someone is like, hey, let's do dinner so we can go and catch up. And there's music editors and mixing engineers and a supervisor at Disney and fucking like... Oh, dude, you want to hear something crazy that happened last night? I went to dinner with, this is real, I went to dinner with a friend and the guy that I was telling you about that I was introduced to, and someone walked in to the restaurant with the mask on, and I recognized him. Take a guess who it was. He's a streamer. He's a live streamer that we've raided a couple of times, and he just walked in randomly, and I was like, hey man, you want to take one guess who it actually would be? Because someone might get it. He walked in, I was like, hey man, Hollywood Rebellion, we've raided you a couple of times. He was like, dude, what are you doing here? Crazy, relax, it's just business. Ron, it wasn't Ron. Who's Ronnie? Oh, Ronnie, no, it wasn't Ronnie. No, he wouldn't, no, I don't think, when we've raided him, he hasn't noticed it. It was Zane. It was Zane Carney. And we traded details and everything. I'm going to see. We might have time to get together for a coffee or something. But it was just bizarre that Mike Shinoda would have been funny. But he has. We've talked about it. So he has what? Ronnie Radke has. We've talked about what you're talking about. Go ahead and give me a little more information that if there's anything I need to know about the last few people that we discussed in terms of raids. Shinoda would have been awesome. It could have actually been like, he would have been like, oh, hey, cool, yeah, no, I know of you. But I'm having dinner. I doubt he'd make any time for me. Oh, Ron, and then Ronnie. Okay, you're right, Ron, I got them mixed up. No, Ron from Red Jumpsuit has for sure. Someone ban Johnny again. Give him 600 this time. Kent Ninja, what's going on? Timed out Johnny. Okay, so he's got 600 now. Excellent. He's got 1,200 now. Does that make 1,200? That's good. Noda would totally do that. He'd probably. This is just coffee. Just a little. I've started getting into black coffee. I'm only drinking black coffee now because I didn't have any cream or sugar here. It's been a week, and now I'm kind of on the black coffee run. Turtle Bay, Shim and the Rebels, what's up? Catching a stream on the way from work. How is everyone? Everyone's good, man. I'm glad you could be here, brother. He'd be like, yeah, Widow, leave me alone. I would. If I was in Shinoda's position, he was like, yeah, man. But, dude, literally, he couldn't go out. Shinoda couldn't actually go out and be left alone. So, what the fuck else? Okay, so Sean, hey, you know what, Sean? I got a question for you. You were down in Texas, and now you moved up to California. You've been here for, what, 3 or 4 weeks? Did you notice a difference in the road rage and the driving? Or was it worse in Texas? Or is there any difference at all, or is it all the same? I'm curious about that, because I want to know if people are crazy and if it's going to get weird in Nashville or up in Vegas. Turkish coffee is too strong. You can send me an Instacart of stuff. I'd love it, but I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to be heading up to Jamie's for a couple of days before I head down to the Wooks. I'm going to know on tomorrow probably. It is more aggressive in Austin than here. Fuck. Plus, you know, everyone down there's got guns. They got their guns ready to go. Sean, you are not in LA. Where is it though? New York, never driving through Manhattan again. Manhattan was tough beforehand. People would be livid now. Must be accidents all the time, dude. Alien, I'd ask you questions, but you have no empathy. You probably wouldn't notice if other people had feelings. Like rage, anger, anything like that. Midwest drivers are a new breed? They're not a new breed. They're an old breed, man. They're good old-fashioned road rage, man. Nobody outdoes me. I would hate to see you. I would pity you. I would. If I saw you suddenly lose it. Do you know how pathetic it is to see someone in a car? Like, if you're driving and something happens over there and you see a guy in the driver's seat and he's going behind his window and his veins popping out and they're screaming and they're like, oh, yeah. And you're like, dude, why don't you get out of the car? Or that's you? Yeah. I pity those people, man. I pity them. Hold on a second. Hey, man. I am. I'm doing a live stream just to say hey to everyone, but yeah, I'm ready to go. What time do we need to get down there? Oh, we got to go now. Okay, cool. Yep. Why don't you come on down and I'll wrap it up in a minute. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that I'm on. Okay. That I keep thinking you're upstairs and I'm downstairs. Yeah, or come on up or whatever. Why don't you come on up? Cool, man. Yeah. Bye. All right, Bart's gonna come up and say good day, and then we're going to dinner to do a meeting. That's me. We love it. Who's we? Have you got some split personality going on now too, man? I need you to record King Kong. It's already recorded. What are you talking about? I was listening to that today, by the way. My kind of people. An eating meeting? Exactly. Margin Briss. Some lady yelled at me at a stoplight when it had just turned red. Excuse me. Shim Rage. I have driven in so many states and nothing is as bad as LA. Vegas in summer is a close second. I think Vegas is weird because you have Vegas the Strip and Vegas the suburbs where people live. That's the only reason. They're like two polar opposite places. Message me, Shim, address and days you will be in LA, then I can feed you. I think by the time you get down... Oh, ow. By the time you get down here, I'm going to be getting ready to go. It'd probably need to be tomorrow. But I will be back in LA at some point in the next month and a half or something. So... Or you could bring it to Jamie's. Because you're in between me and Jamie. You're in between Vegas and LA, right? That's right. You're preemptively saying bye? I like people that have gotten more selfish as well as angry while driving. I agree. You still make everyone buy stuff for you, like that time you got the company to buy your girlfriend a present for her birthday. When did I do that? Which company are you talking about? I may have done that twice. People out here don't know the heat that is in Texas. That heat makes people crazy. Okay, cool. Well, then that may be the way to go. The worst thing is if you come down, because I may be going up to Jamie's like by Saturday, probably Sunday, and it's gonna be Wednesday tomorrow. So is it Wednesday tomorrow? It's Wednesday tomorrow, right? Jamie's? Okay. All right, cool. All right. Well, Bart's going to be up here in a minute. There he is. You ready, my brother? I'm ready, bro. All right. All right. It is Wednesday tomorrow. Okay, cool, man. All right, anyone got a recommendation on a raid? Who's around? We're going to shoot it off. Do a little networking as well. Sean, you got a recommendation? You going to come and say hi, man?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
No, you going to come and say hi? Okay. Who we got? The slow drag, done.
Hey, everybody.
So if I go, tell her. Let's see. Raid. Is it the slow drag? Yep, there you go. That's my man. You go and tell him. Tell him I said hey, send love, stay fearless. I'll see you tomorrow. And tell him I wish I could have stayed and hung, but we gotta bounce. So I'll talk to you soon. Everyone says hello.
Hello, everybody. Everybody have a great night.
I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye. All right. Cool. Just a